Imagine a quiet Texas town turned into a watery grave overnight. On September 8, 1900, the Galveston Hurricane slammed with 145 miles per hour winds and a 15-foot surge. No warnings, no escape, neighborhoods vanished. Over 8,000 dead, the deadliest in U.S. history. Survivors built a seawall, but the horror lingers. Just a storm, wait for the volcano that buried a town alive. A sleeping giant awakens. On November 13, 1985, Colombia's Nevado del Ruiz erupted, melting ice caps and unleashing deadly mudflows. They raced at 60 kilometers per hour, burying Omayra under 5 meters of mud. Warnings ignored, 23,000 perished in minutes. Omayra Sánchez's story broke hearts. Nature's fury, but a cyclone did worse. Midnight silence shattered by a terrifying roar. On October 6, 1948, a 7.3 quake struck Ashgabat, Soviet Turkmenistan. Adobe buildings crumbled like paper, families trapped in their sleep. The Soviets hid the toll, but an estimated 110,000 died, the city nearly erased. Rescue teams worked for days, but for most, it was too late. Rebuilding birthed a modern capital, but that night's terror still echoes. A shocking tragedy, but a Chinese quake took more. The sky turned gray, the sea roared. On May 2, 2008, Cyclone Nargis struck Myanmar with 215 km per hour winds. 6-meter surges flooded the Irrawaddy Delta, wiping out villages, fields, and lives. Government delays worsened it. 138,000 dead, 2.4 million homeless. Fishermen lost boats, farmers lost land. International aid was blocked, survivors faced starvation. Myanmar still bears the scars, devastating, but Haiti's quake hit harder. January 12, 2010, afternoon. Port-au-Prince residents went about their day, but a 7.0 quake changed everything. Buildings turned to rubble in seconds, people screamed helplessly under debris. Haiti's poverty amplified the disaster, 220,000 dead, 300,000 injured. A cholera outbreak later killed thousands more. The world sent aid, but chaos and poor infrastructure slowed recovery. Survivors still tremble recalling it. A tragic disaster, but a tsunami was more merciless. December 16, 1920, a quiet night in Gansu's remote corners. But a 7.8 quake changed everything. Mountains slid, landslides buried villages whole. No technology, no warnings possible. 200,000 died, mostly in remote areas, news barely reached. The earth cracked, rivers shifted, China's landscape changed forever. Survivors dug for days to find loved ones. A massive disaster, but a cyclone took more.